So this man in the picture, a 43-year-old resident of Coral Springs, has been charged in federal court with orchestrating a $100 million investment fraud scheme, a Ponzi scheme, and he did it with his trucking company. The indictment, which was unsealed on Monday, accuses Sanjay Singh of violating federal laws that criminalize conspiracy to commit wire fraud, and engaging in transactions involving unlawful proceeds. Singh, the founder and president of Royal Bengal Logistics, is alleged to have organized and operated a significant Ponzi scheme with the help of co-conspirators. The scheme reportedly began in January of 2020 and was ongoing at the time of Singh's arrest. This man was arrested for a $100 million fraud operation. And if you want to know how he did it, I found the video of how they were getting people to invest in this company. Check this video out and tell me what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.
Welcome to Royal Bengal. I'm Lane Dorvalier with Royal Bengal Logistics. I'm a Director of Business Development here, and today I'm going to walk you through some of our different investment options as well as our Equipment Management Investment Program or our Trucking Investment Program. So what I have here for you is our investor plan, which does have all of our different levels of investment that are currently available. It does have our Equipment Management Program, which is our most popular program. It is also known as our Truck Investment Program. It is a $45,000 investment with a 60-month contract and a 58-month return period. Your returns on that investment do start 2 months after you sign a contract with us, and that is a guaranteed monthly return of $2,750 per month for the entirety of that 58 months. Once those payments start, they do not stop. They will continue for the entire length of your contract, and that does go into a business bank account. We also have here our 2-truck program, which you can get approved for. We do have an 8-question approval process that we can then preview and see if we can get you approved for our 2-truck investment. That just doubles. It is a $90,000 investment with your guaranteed monthly return being $5,500 per month. Again, that starts 2 months after you sign a contract with us. We do go through a loan process during our truck investment program to get you approved for a loan so we can purchase these vehicles. Used trucks right now are running about $90,000, so we do have to secure loans to buy these vehicles, but we'll go through a little more in detail what that loan process means when we get to our equipment management contract. Our other options that are available, we do have a short-term investment program, which is usually at a 22 to 24% return, but right now we are running it at a special rate, which I will pull up for you here. It is a 28% return on the short-term investments right now. Our most common is a $25,000, but that will be closing shortly. We will be having our $50,000 and $100,000 contracts available until December of 2022 at this 28% return. These are 6-month contracts that are paid out in full at the end of the term. These are not paid monthly like our truck contract. For the $50,000, 6 months, 28%, you're going to get a guaranteed $14,000 in interest for a total of $64,000 at the end of your payout. That can be paid out into a business account or into a personal. That's completely up to you. Additionally, we do have our $100,000, which is 28% is $28,000 at the end, for a total payout of $128,000. Again, these programs are limited time. This is our 28%. Typically, these are at a 22% return, with our lower levels being at a 24% return. We also have our new trailer sponsorship program. So unlike the equipment management program, there is no physical asset with this. It is a sponsorship program for Royal Bengal to build and then resell a trailer. So it is a $45,000 investment for 6 months. At the end of the 6 months, you're going to get an additional income of $15,000. That is a 33.33% return on that initial investment. When we do go ahead and build that trailer, we work with our partner engineering company. We get those trailers built and then we resell them and give you the return from the sale of that trailer. Regardless of if we're able to sell the trailer or not, you are going to get your payout at the end of those 6 months. So this is A new opportunity that we are running. This is currently to be run through a business account, just like our trucking program. You do have to have a business established to participate in this program. If you don't have a business established, we can definitely help you set one up if you need assistance. Our final page here does have my contact information. It does have my email address, which is the best way to reach me. It also has my office extension, which is available during weekdays from 9 to 5. We are looking to hire a secretary here as well, so it is possible that you'll reach that secretary, but you can always feel free to email me here. So we also have our equipment management example contract. All of our contracts are standardized, so you will receive a contract that's exactly like this, but it'll have your exact business information as well as your accurate date of investment. It will also reflect whether you're investing in our 1 or 2 truck contract program. So it'll have your business information up here as well as your date of investment. And then anywhere you see these italicized boxes, that is plain language description of anything that's described immediately below. We've been finding that a lot of our investors were having trouble with some of the legal jargon that has to be in here. So if you're ever confused or you need a little more clarification, you can look to these boxes and see if that'll be helpful for you. This first page is mainly definitions. It does have descriptions such as equipment, casualty value, total loss. So if you're ever in need of a definition, you can look here on the first page. It also has your starting date of the contract. This contract, for example, does have April 29th, 2022, but it would have whatever your exact date of investment is. Right below that is where the meat of this contract really starts. It's a $45,000 investment. And it'll have $90,000 there if you're participating in our 2 truck program. It does have on the next page the term, so that'll be 5 years from your initial starting date of investment. This one, for example, is April 29th, 2022 to April 29th, 2027. So it would be whatever your date of investment is plus 5 years. That'll be the date this contract ends. It will also be the date of your final payment and when the equipment that has been purchased for you will be released to your company. If you intend to sell it to us, we may begin negotiations at that time to purchase the vehicle from you rather than returning it directly to you. Immediately below that, we have the information about your returns. It does have that guaranteed $2,750, or if you're doing 2 trucks, $5,500 per month. And it'll have in exactly 2 months after your sign-on date for when you're going to start receiving those payouts. For example, this one began in April, so those payouts did start in June. We also have here our central email address. It is bdo@rbltransports.com. You can always contact that email if you need to reach someone immediately. All of us in this department do have access to that email. So if you're unable to reach me directly, maybe I'm on vacation or my email inbox is a bit crowded, you can go ahead and email that email and reach somebody here in our department. Pages 4 and 5 are all about the equipment financing and loan process. Like I mentioned earlier, we do have to get loans to secure these vehicles because the $45,000 does not cover the full cost of a truck at this time. So we do go ahead and get those loans on your behalf under your company's name. This allows the truck to be titled under your company's name, and we go ahead and work on that loan process for you. We work with a couple different lenders at any given time to try and secure the best approval for you, and then we here at RBL are responsible for paying off that loan on your behalf. You would be getting your guaranteed $2,750 a month. That's yours to keep, plus any additional costs to cover the loan once the vehicle has been purchased. When we are working with these lenders, you would sign off on a credit application, and we may reach out to you for additional documents such as bank statements or tax returns to support the approval of that loan. Once we have a good approval for you, we'll go ahead and make sure we secure those final documents. There will be loan documents for you to sign, so you'll be copied on every step of the process, and you'll be very informed as to what truck you're getting, make, model, how much it's going to cost, how much we're getting that financing for. You'll have all that information for you. This finalizes that financing. We do pick the financer and the equipment for you based on those approvals from that financer. Here on page 6, we have our use of equipment. This is your responsibility as the investor once the truck has been purchased. The title will be under your name and you will be the holder. So it is your responsibility that while we're leasing from you for the entirety of that 5 years, to not sell the title to anybody else while we're operating. That would be a breach of contract. But if you're not intending on doing that, we have no problems, and this section is all fine. Right below that, we have our care for the equipment section. This care for the equipment section does state that by the end of the contract, we will be able to return a fully operational vehicle to you that'll be able to pass a full Department of Transportation inspection. We do have our own maintenance facility in Lubbock, Texas, so we do maintain all of those vehicles ourselves. Additionally, we have our risk of damage to the equipment acknowledgement here. So we are operating a large motor vehicle on the highway. There is an inherent risk of damage. Like I said, we do repair all of these ourselves, but if there is a major accident, right below that we have our insurance requirements. It is a minimum of $1 million of coverage on each vehicle, and we pay the insurance policy for you. You would receive a certificate of insurance listing your company as the additional insured once that vehicle is purchased, so you would be protected from any liabilities in relation to that. We do have our section on taxes here. We cover all taxes in relation to the purchase of the vehicle. Your main responsibility would be the taxes on your business income, so you do have to report that monthly income. It is up to you how you want to file your business taxes for that. We have our right of first refusal clause here as well. If you intend to sell your truck at the end of the contract, we do have a right of first refusal clause stating that we would like the opportunity to purchase that vehicle from you. If you do intend to sell, we may make an offer to purchase that vehicle, but you can also let us know what your intended selling price is and give us an opportunity to buy it at that price. Right below that, we have our address for notice. Here is where your business address would go, as well as your preferred email to be contacted at. Most of our communication is via email, so you do want to have an updated email address on this contract that you do check frequently. If you need to change that for any reason, you can always let me know and we can get that updated for you. The rest of pages 9 and 10 are the things that make this a legally binding contract in the state of Florida. It's the things that have to be in here. So there is a section on governing law. This contract is effective here in Broward County where it's being signed, as well as where it was created. We also have our severability clause here that states any part of this contract, if found to be unlawful, can be stricken from the record and your investment can still continue. So that does protect your investment there. This last section here is our compliance requirements. We do operate in all 48 contingent states, so we do follow federal and state law while operating in those areas. If for whatever reason our drivers did not follow the law while they were there, they are signed on to our company and that would not impact your company. That is the end of our contract. We do have a page here where we would sign acknowledging the rest of this contract. You would sign here as the agent of your company and a Royal Bengal agent would sign below. And then we do have a final page here that would not be signed on your date of investment. This is an addendum. Since we don't have your truck purchased at the time this contract is signed, we do have this page available. It has make, model, cost, and VIN of the vehicle. We would edit this and then you would sign acknowledging that that is the truck for this contract. So when you get it back at the end of the 5 years, you know that it's the truck for you. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me or to the Business Development Office. And thank you so much for joining me today.